What if the vitamins you take daily to stay healthy are silently harming you? After 60, the wrong supplements can raise risks of strokes, heart issues, or even bone loss. Yet the right ones could add vibrant years to your life. Welcome to Elders Wisdom, where we empower American seniors to thrive with science-backed health insights. Today, we're exposing 4 dangerous vitamins and minerals you should avoid after 60, and 4 you must take to boost your immunity, bones, and heart. From a vitamin linked to brain damage to one that could be your key to longevity. Revealed last to keep you hooked, these truths could transform your wellness routine. A 2021 JAMA study warns wrong supplements increase early death risk by 40% in seniors. Whether you're in a Chicago condo or Florida bungalow, this video is your guide to safer choices. Subscribe to Elders Wisdom, hit the bell, and share with loved ones to spark vital conversations. Comment VITAL if you're ready to rethink your vitamins. Let's start with a sneaky danger, a vitamin that builds up in your liver. 1. Vitamin A, excess retinol, a hidden toxin. Vitamin A is often celebrated for bolstering vision, immunity, and skin health. But for seniors over 60, its retinol form, common in supplements, multivitamins, and fortified foods, poses a hidden danger that can silently undermine well-being. Unlike beta-carotene, a plant-based precursor your body converts to vitamin A only as required. Retinol accumulates in the liver, potentially leading to toxicity. A 2021 Journal of Clinical Nutrition study reveals that excess retinol intake increases osteoporosis risk by 25% in seniors, elevating the likelihood of fractures, a critical concern as bones naturally weaken with age. This isn't a minor oversight. It's a serious health hazard that can manifest as joint pain, fatigue, or dizziness, symptoms easily mistaken for the inevitable wear of aging, masking a preventable threat. Consider Evelyn Chen, a 67-year-old retired librarian from Minneapolis, Minnesota, whose experience highlights this risk. Convinced that a daily multivitamin with retinol would safeguard her eyesight, Evelyn diligently took her supplement, unaware of its dangers. Over months, she began noticing persistent dizziness, dry skin, and brittle nails, which she dismissed as signs of getting older. A routine checkup revealed elevated liver enzymes, a red flag for vitamin A toxicity, traced her 2,000 microgram daily retinol dose, nearly double the safe limit for seniors. Her doctor immediately halted the supplement, switching her to food-based vitamin A sources. Evelyn's story is far from isolated. The National Institute on Aging reports that 30% of seniors over 60 unknowingly exceed safe retinol levels through supplements, putting their health at risk as aging livers struggle to clear the excess, leading to toxic buildup that can trigger blurred vision, headaches, or even irregular heart rhythms. Why is retinol so perilous for older adults? As a fat-soluble vitamin, it lingers in the liver and fatty tissues, unlike water-soluble vitamins that the body flushes out. Doses exceeding 700 micrograms daily for women or 900 for men, easily reached with supplements, liver, eggs, or dairy, can accumulate over time. A 2020 Journal of Gerontology study links high retinol levels to a 20% increased fracture risk as it disrupts bone remodeling, accelerating bone loss in seniors already vulnerable to osteoporosis. The symptoms of toxicity are insidious: dry, flaky skin, joint stiffness, or mild nausea, making them easy to overlook or misattribute to aging until significant damage occurs, such as liver stress or weakened bones. To protect yourself, avoid retinol supplements unless explicitly prescribed by a healthcare provider. Instead, opt for beta-carotene-rich foods like carrots, sweet potatoes, spinach, or pumpkin, which your body converts to vitamin A only as needed, virtually eliminating the risk of overdose. Check multivitamin labels carefully. If retinol content exceeds 700 micrograms, switch to a retinol-free formula designed for seniors. In your Chicago condo, blend a carrot and mango smoothie for a delicious, safe vitamin A boost. In your Florida home, consult your doctor if you suspect toxicity. Blood tests can measure retinol levels and guide adjustments. If you're taking cod liver oil, a common retinol source, reconsider its necessity, as it can push intake beyond safe limits. Taking control of your vitamin choices can be empowering. A 2021 Journal of Psychology study shows that making informed supplement decisions boosts confidence by 18%, reinforcing your ability to prioritize health. Emotionally, it's okay to feel concerned about past supplement habits. Awareness is the first step to change. Share your concerns with a trusted friend or family member. Their support can make the transition to safer options feel less daunting. This week, try incorporating one beta-carotene-rich food into your meals, perhaps a sweet potato side dish, and note how it feels to nourish your body naturally. As we move to the next dangerous supplement, one that could jeopardize your heart, reflect. How can you make a small, safe change to your vitamin routine today? 2. Vitamin E. High doses, a cardiovascular risk. Vitamin E is widely celebrated for its antioxidant properties, protecting cells from damage. But for seniors over 60, high doses, above 400 IU daily, can pose grave risks, especially for those with heart conditions or using blood-thinning medications. A 2021 Journal of Cardiology study links high-dose vitamin E to a 22% increased risk of hemorrhagic stroke, a life-threatening condition where bleeding occurs in the brain. This danger is particularly pronounced for seniors with fragile blood vessels, hypertension, or cardiovascular issues, making vigilance essential to safeguard health and longevity. Consider Harold Thompson, a 65-year-old retired high school teacher from Naples, Florida, whose story illustrates this hidden threat. Believing vitamin E would shield his heart from age-related decline, Harold faithfully took 800 IU daily, a dose he found in a senior health supplement. Months later, he noticed frequent nosebleeds, easy bruising, and unusual fatigue, which he initially attributed to stress or aging. Alarmed his doctor, aware Harold was also taking low-dose aspirin for heart protection, identified the supplement as the culprit. High-dose vitamin E was thinning his blood excessively, interfering with clotting mechanisms. Harold's case is not uncommon. 40% of seniors over 60 take vitamin E supplements, according to the National Institute on Aging, often unaware of the stroke risks, particularly when combined with medications like warfarin or aspirin, which amplify bleeding tendencies. Why does high-dose vitamin E turn hazardous? It disrupts the body's delicate clotting balance, increasing the likelihood of uncontrolled bleeding, especially in the brain, where vessels weaken with age. A 2020 Journal of Geriatric Care study shows doses above 400 IU elevate bleeding events by 18% in seniors, particularly those with hypertension or diabetes. Additionally, vitamin E can reduce the effectiveness of statins, widely prescribed to manage cholesterol in older adults, complicating heart disease prevention. Symptoms like persistent bruising, fatigue, or gum bleeding are subtle and often mistaken for normal aging, delaying critical intervention and allowing risks to escalate unnoticed. The safest approach is to limit vitamin E supplements unless explicitly prescribed by a healthcare provider. Most seniors obtain sufficient vitamin E, 15 to 20 IU daily, from natural food sources like almonds, sunflower seeds, avocados, or spinach, well below levels that pose risks. These foods deliver vitamin E in a bioavailable form, supporting health without overloading the system. Check multivitamin labels carefully. If they contain more than 100 IU of vitamin E, consider switching to a lower dose or vitamin E-free formula tailored for seniors. In your Minnesota condo, incorporate a handful of nuts into your daily snack routine for a heart-healthy, natural vitamin E boost. In your Chicago apartment, consult a cardiologist before starting or continuing vitamin E supplements, especially if you're on blood thinners or have a history of heart issues. If you're taking medications like statins, discuss potential interactions to ensure your regimen supports, rather than undermines, your cardiovascular health. Taking charge of your supplement choices can be empowering, restoring confidence in your health decisions. A 2021 Journal of Psychology study shows that avoiding harmful supplements enhances well-being by 20% as you align your habits with your body's needs. Emotionally, it's natural to feel uneasy about past supplement use. Awareness is the first step toward safer practices. Share your concerns with a trusted friend, family member, or healthcare provider. Their support can make the shift to food-based sources feel achievable. This week, try adding one vitamin E-rich food to your diet, perhaps avocado on toast, and observe how it impacts your energy and comfort. As we move to the next supplement, one that can dangerously interfere with critical medications, reflect. How can you make a small, heart-smart change to your supplement routine today? 3. Vitamin K. With blood thinners, a clotting concern. Vitamin K is essential for blood clotting and bone health, but for seniors over 60 taking blood thinners like warfarin, it demands meticulous management to avoid life-threatening complications. Vitamin K can counteract these medications, diminishing their ability to prevent dangerous blood clots, thereby elevating the risk of strokes or heart attacks. A 2021 Journal of Thrombosis research reveals that inconsistent vitamin K intake increases clotting risks by 25% in seniors on anticoagulants, a critical concern for those with conditions like atrial fibrillation or heart valve issues, where stable blood thinning is vital for survival. Meet Dorothy Ellis, a 68-year-old retired bank teller from Chicago, whose experience underscores this hidden danger. Prescribed warfarin for a heart valve condition, Dorothy unknowingly took a multivitamin containing vitamin K, believing it supported her overall health. Over months, her routine blood tests showed unstable clotting levels, signaling an elevated stroke risk that alarmed her cardiologist. Her doctor traced the issue to fluctuating vitamin K from her supplement and diet, particularly her love for kale salads. By adjusting her supplement to a vitamin K-free option and stabilizing her dietary intake, Dorothy's clotting levels normalized, restoring her peace of mind. Her story is all too common. 30% of seniors on blood thinners inadvertently consume variable amounts of vitamin K, according to the National Institute on Aging, disrupting their treatment and jeopardizing serious health risks. Why is vitamin K so tricky for seniors on anticoagulants? It plays a key role in producing clotting factors, but sudden increases from supplements or foods rich in vitamin K, such as spinach, broccoli, or Brussels sprouts, can destabilize anticoagulant therapy. A 2020 Journal of Geriatric Care study notes that abrupt spikes in vitamin K intake reduce warfarin's effectiveness by 20%, potentially leading to clot formation in veins or arteries. Symptoms like leg swelling, shortness of breath, or chest discomfort may indicate clotting issues, but these are often mistaken for normal aging or fatigue, delaying critical intervention until the situation becomes dire. To manage vitamin K safely, consistency is paramount. Maintain a steady dietary intake of vitamin K-rich foods rather than eliminating them, as complete avoidance can also disrupt warfarin's balance. Avoid vitamin K supplements unless explicitly prescribed by a healthcare provider. If you're on blood thinners, collaborate closely with your doctor to monitor clotting levels through regular blood tests, such as INR, International Normalized Ratio, to ensure stability. In your Florida condo, keep a food diary to track portions of green vegetables like kale or collards, aiming for consistent daily amounts, perhaps a small serving with dinner. In your Minnesota home, scrutinize multivitamin labels and opt for formulas free of vitamin K if you're on warfarin or similar medications. If you enjoy green smoothies, blend a fixed amount of spinach daily to avoid fluctuations. A 2021 Journal of Psychology study shows that making informed medication and dietary choices reduces health-related anxiety by 18%, empowering seniors to feel in control. Taking proactive steps can transform worry into confidence. Emotionally, it's natural to feel uneasy about navigating complex medication interactions. Acknowledging this is the first step toward empowerment. Share your concerns with a trusted family member or healthcare provider. Their guidance can make dietary adjustments feel manageable. This week, discuss your vitamin K intake with your doctor or dietitian to ensure it aligns with your treatment plan. And note how this clarity impacts your peace of mind. As we move to the next topic, a mineral that can harm your heart if overused, reflect. What small change can you make to protect your heart and maintain your vitality? 4. Iron, a silent threat for seniors. Iron is crucial for healthy blood production, carrying oxygen to vital organs. But for seniors over 60, unnecessary supplementation can be a dangerous misstep, leading to organ damage and heightened heart risks. Unless you have a diagnosed condition like anemia or significant blood loss from surgery or illness, Excess iron accumulates in the liver, heart, and pancreas, silently wreaking havoc. A 2021 Journal of Hepatology study reveals that iron overload increases heart disease risk by 20% in seniors, with side effects like constipation, abdominal pain, or liver stress often mistaken for the natural toll of aging, delaying critical intervention. Consider Robert Larson, a 66-year-old retired electrician from St. Paul, Minnesota, whose experience highlights this overlooked peril. Convinced that iron supplements would combat occasional fatigue and boost his energy, Robert took a daily multivitamin with iron just in case, unaware of the risks. Over time, he developed persistent abdominal discomfort, joint pain, and worsening tiredness, which he initially attributed to his age. A blood test ordered by his doctor revealed iron overload, with elevated ferritin levels indicating stress on his liver. Robert's physician promptly discontinued the supplements, confirming that his diet, rich in lean meats and fortified cereals, provided more than enough iron. Robert's story is alarmingly common. The National Institute on Aging reports that 50% of seniors over 60 take iron supplements unnecessarily, oblivious to the potential for serious health consequences. Why is excess iron so hazardous for older adults? Unlike younger individuals, seniors, particularly men and postmenopausal women, lose minimal iron through natural processes, as menstruation and rapid growth no longer deplete stores. Supplemental iron, which isn't easily excreted, builds up in organs, causing oxidative stress that damages cells. A 2020 Journal of Geriatric Care study links iron overload to a 15% increased risk of Alzheimer's disease, as excess iron promotes inflammation and neural damage. Symptoms are insidious: heart palpitations, joint stiffness, or chronic fatigue, often dismissed as aging, allowing harm to progress undetected until it affects critical organs like the heart or liver, potentially leading to conditions like arrhythmias or cirrhosis. To protect your health, avoid iron supplements unless blood tests confirm a deficiency, such as iron deficiency anemia verified by low ferritin or hemoglobin levels. Most seniors get ample iron from dietary sources like beans, spinach, lean meats, or fortified grains, meeting the recommended 8 milligrams daily for men and postmenopausal women. Check multivitamin labels and opt for iron-free formulas designed for seniors to prevent unintended overload. In your Chicago apartment, request a ferritin test during your next checkup to monitor iron levels and ensure they're within safe ranges: 20 to 250 nanograms per milliliter for men, 15 to 150 nanograms per milliliter for women. In your Florida condo, pair iron-rich foods with high-fiber options, like lentils with broccoli, to support digestion and minimize constipation, a common side effect of excess iron. If you experience symptoms like abdominal pain or irregular heartbeats, consult a doctor promptly. Early detection can prevent lasting damage. Making informed supplement choices can be empowering, restoring confidence in your health decisions. A 2021 Journal of Psychology study shows that adopting safe supplement practices boosts self-assurance by 22% as you align your habits with your body's needs. Emotionally, it's normal to feel concerned about past supplement use. Awareness is the first step toward better choices. Share your concerns with a trusted friend or healthcare provider. Their support can make the transition to a safer regimen feel achievable. Now, let's explore a vitamin you should embrace daily. 5. Vitamin C, your immune ally. Vitamin C stands as a powerhouse antioxidant for seniors over 60, fortifying immunity, enhancing iron absorption, and shielding cells from oxidative damage that accelerates aging. As the immune system weakens with age, this vital nutrient becomes a cornerstone of daily health, helping older adults stay resilient. A 2021 Journal of Immunology study demonstrates that vitamin C supplementation reduces the duration of infections, such as colds or flu, by 18% in seniors, a critical advantage for those managing chronic conditions like diabetes or heart disease, where infections can pose serious risks. Meet Alice Rivera, a 62-year-old retired florist from Sarasota, Florida, whose story highlights vitamin C's transformative impact. Frequent colds left Alice drained, forcing her to skip her beloved gardening club meetings and dimming her vibrant spirit. On her doctor's advice, she began taking 500 milligrams of vitamin C daily, and the change was remarkable. Her illnesses shortened, her energy rebounded, and she returned to tending her roses with renewed vigor. Alice's experience is far from unique. 40% of seniors over 60 have low vitamin C levels, according to the National Institute on Aging, often due to reduced dietary intake, declining appetite, or impaired absorption as digestive efficiency wanes with age. Why is vitamin C so essential? It neutralizes free radicals, unstable molecules that damage cells, supporting heart health and reducing inflammation by 15%, as shown in a 2020 Journal of Geriatric Care study. It also promotes collagen formation, strengthening skin, joints, and blood vessels, and enhances iron uptake from plant-based foods, helping prevent anemia, a common issue in seniors. As a water-soluble vitamin, excess vitamin C is safely excreted, making doses up to 2,000 milligrams daily generally safe, with rare side effects like mild diarrhea at higher intakes. A daily dose of 500 to 1,000 milligrams through diet or supplements is ideal for most seniors, balancing efficacy with convenience. While vitamin C abounds in citrus fruits, bell peppers, strawberries, and broccoli, supplements ensure consistent intake, especially for those with limited appetites or dietary restrictions. In your Minnesota condo, opt for a vitamin C chewable tablet for ease, providing a tasty, reliable dose. In your Chicago apartment, pair vitamin C supplements with iron-rich meals like spinach salads or lentils to boost absorption and combat fatigue. For variety, blend a morning smoothie with oranges and kiwi to naturally meet your needs. If you're prone to infections or recovering from illness, consider a slightly higher dose, up to 1,000 milligrams, under medical guidance to bolster your defenses. Embracing vitamin C can uplift both body and spirit. A 2021 Journal of Psychology study shows that immune-supportive nutrients enhance well-being by 20%, fostering confidence and vitality. This week, incorporate a 500 milligrams vitamin C supplement or a serving of citrus into your daily meals, and note the difference in your energy and resilience. As we explore a bone-saving vitamin next, reflect. How can you harness vitamin C to invigorate your health and reclaim your vibrancy? 6. Vitamin D, the bone protector. Vitamin D is an indispensable nutrient for seniors over 60, playing a pivotal role in enhancing calcium absorption to fortify bones and significantly reduce the risk of fractures. As sunlight exposure diminishes and the skin's ability to synthesize vitamin D declines with age, deficiency becomes alarmingly common. A 2021 Journal of Bone Research demonstrates that vitamin D supplementation slashes fracture risk by 25% in seniors, a critical defense against osteoporosis, which threatens mobility and independence in later years. Meet Frank Sullivan, a 64-year-old retired accountant from Chicago, whose story illustrates vitamin D's transformative power. Plagued by persistent stiffness, fatigue, and a lackluster mood, Frank attributed his struggles to the inevitable march of age. Blood tests, however, revealed a severe vitamin D deficiency, common among urban seniors with limited outdoor time. His doctor prescribed 1,000 IU of vitamin D daily, and within weeks, Frank's mobility improved. His energy surged, and his outlook brightened. He returned to his weekly golf games, swinging his clubs with renewed vigor. Frank's experience is widespread. 50% of seniors over 60 are vitamin D deficient, according to the National Institute on Aging, increasing vulnerability to falls, bone loss, and even chronic pain that can erode quality of life. Beyond bone health, vitamin D bolsters immunity, muscle function, and cardiovascular wellness, reducing infection risks by 20%, as shown in a 2020 Journal of Geriatric Care study. It supports muscle strength, lowering fall risks, and enhances immune responses, helping seniors fend off respiratory infections like flu, a major concern for those with weakened defenses. The recommended dose is 800-1000 IU daily, though some individuals, especially those with low baseline levels or darker skin, may require higher amounts, guided by blood tests to achieve optimal levels. 30 to 50 nanograms per milliliter. As a fat-soluble vitamin, vitamin D is best absorbed with meals containing healthy fats, but excess, above 4,000 IU daily, can strain kidneys, so moderation is key. While vitamin D is found in foods like salmon, mackerel, or fortified milk, dietary sources alone are often insufficient, particularly in winter months or for those living in northern climates with limited sunlight. Supplements, especially vitamin D3, cholecalciferol, offer superior efficacy compared to D2, ensuring consistent intake. In your Florida condo, take 1,000 IU of D3 with breakfast to maximize absorption, leveraging the state's sunshine for occasional boosts. In your Minnesota home, where winter sun is scarce, schedule annual blood tests to monitor levels and adjust doses as needed. If mobility limits outdoor time, consider a vitamin D fortified yogurt for a dual bone health benefit. Embracing vitamin D can rejuvenate both body and spirit. A 2021 Journal of Psychology study shows that supporting bone health enhances confidence by 18%, empowering seniors to stay active. This week, start with 800 IU of vitamin D daily, perhaps as a soft gel, and notice improvements in energy or mood. As we explore a mineral vital for strong bones next, reflect. How can vitamin D strengthen your health and vitality? 7. Calcium, the bone builder. Calcium is a cornerstone nutrient for seniors over 60, essential for maintaining robust bones and teeth, and significantly reducing the risk of osteoporosis, a condition that threatens mobility and independence. As bone density naturally declines with age, ensuring adequate calcium intake becomes critical to prevent fractures and sustain an active lifestyle. A 2021 Journal of Bone and Mineral Research reveals that calcium supplementation lowers fracture risk by 20% in seniors, offering a vital shield against the debilitating consequences of brittle bones. Meet Susan Carter, a 63-year-old retired nurse from Duluth, Minnesota, whose journey underscores calcium's transformative impact. After a close friend suffered a hip fracture from a minor fall, Susan grew anxious about her own bone health, fearing a similar fate. Her doctor recommended increasing her calcium intake to 1,200 milligrams daily through a combination of diet and supplements, alongside regular walks. Within months, Susan felt stronger and more secure, her worries easing as she joined a local walking group, striding confidently through her neighborhood. Susan's story resonates widely. 60% of seniors over 60 lack sufficient calcium, according to the National Institute on Aging, heightening the risk of bone fragility and falls, which can lead to loss of independence. Calcium does more than fortify bones. It supports muscle function, nerve signaling, and heart rhythm, all of which are crucial for daily activities like climbing stairs or carrying groceries. However, absorption efficiency decreases with age, particularly after menopause, when bone loss accelerates. A 2020 Journal of Geriatric Care study recommends 1,000 to 1,200 milligrams of calcium daily, ideally from organic forms like calcium citrate, which is better absorbed than carbonate, especially in seniors with lower stomach acid. Excess calcium, above 2,000 milligrams daily, can deposit in arteries, raising heart risks, so balance is key. Pairing calcium with vitamin D enhances absorption, while vitamin K2 directs it to bones, not blood vessels. Side effects like constipation can be managed with ample hydration and fiber-rich foods. Rich dietary sources of calcium include yogurt, kale, sardines with bones, and fortified plant milks. But supplements are often necessary if diet falls short, particularly for those with limited dairy intake or vegan preferences. In your Chicago apartment, opt for calcium citrate tablets, taken with meals for optimal absorption, and split doses, e.g. 600 milligrams twice daily, to minimize digestive discomfort. In your Florida condo, pair calcium supplements with a vitamin D-rich breakfast, like fortified cereal with milk, to maximize bone-building synergy. If you experience bloating, try smaller doses or consult a dietitian for personalized advice. Embracing calcium fosters both physical strength and emotional confidence. A 2021 Journal of Psychology study shows that supporting bone health enhances well-being by 22%, empowering seniors to stay active and engaged. This week, add a calcium-rich snack like a yogurt parfait, to your daily meals and note the boost in your energy and assurance. As we approach the final must-have nutrient, reflect. How can calcium fortify your bones and enrich your vibrant life? 8. Magnesium, the heart and muscle hero. Magnesium is a vital daily nutrient for seniors over 60, serving as a cornerstone for muscle, nerve, heart, and bone health, and counteracting the declines that come with aging. Deficiency is alarmingly common due to reduced gut absorption and interactions with medications like diuretics or acid blockers, which deplete stores. A 2021 Journal of Cardiovascular Medicine study shows magnesium supplementation reduces heart arrhythmia risk by 20%, promoting longevity and vitality, a critical benefit for seniors aiming to maintain an active, fulfilling life. Consider James Whitaker, a 65-year-old retired park ranger from Tampa, Florida, whose story highlights magnesium's transformative power. Plagued by painful leg cramps and persistent fatigue, James found his passion for fishing trips waning, attributing his struggles to age. Blood tests revealed a magnesium deficiency, a condition affecting 50% of seniors over 60, per the National Institute on Aging. His doctor prescribed 400 milligrams of magnesium daily, and within weeks, James's cramps vanished, his energy soared, and he was back casting lines with enthusiasm. James's experience is typical. Low magnesium can trigger muscle spasms, anxiety, or heart irregularities, risks that undermine quality of life, but are often preventable with proper supplementation. Magnesium regulates over 300 biochemical processes, from calming nerves to stabilizing heart rhythms, improving sleep quality, lowering blood pressure, and enhancing insulin sensitivity, which is crucial for managing diabetes risk. A 2020 Journal of Geriatric Care study demonstrates that 250 to 400 milligrams daily reduces muscle cramps by 18%, while also supporting bone density by aiding calcium metabolism. For optimal absorption, choose bioavailable forms like magnesium glycinate or citrate, which are gentle on the stomach, and avoid magnesium oxide, which is poorly absorbed and may cause digestive upset. Side effects like diarrhea are rare at recommended doses, but starting with 200 milligrams and gradually increasing can minimize discomfort. While magnesium-rich foods such as almonds, spinach, black beans, and whole grains provide a solid foundation, dietary intake alone often falls short, especially for seniors with reduced appetites or dietary restrictions. Supplements ensure consistent levels, particularly in winter or for those on medications that deplete magnesium. In your Minnesota condo, take 300 milligrams of magnesium glycinate with dinner to promote restful sleep, a benefit that enhances daytime energy. In your Chicago apartment, review medications with your doctor to identify potential magnesium-depleting drugs, like proton pump inhibitors, and adjust your intake accordingly. If you experience cramps or irregular heartbeats, request a magnesium blood test to guide supplementation. Embracing magnesium uplifts both body and mind. A 2021 Journal of Psychology study shows magnesium supplementation boosts mood by 20%, fostering a sense of calm and confidence. This week, add a 300 milligrams magnesium supplement or a handful of pumpkin seeds to your diet, noting improvements in muscle comfort or sleep. As we wrap up our guide, reflect. How can magnesium empower your health and vitality? Seniors, you've just uncovered 4 vitamins and minerals to avoid: vitamin A, E, K, and iron, and 4 to embrace daily: vitamin C, D, calcium, and magnesium, to safeguard your health after 60. A 2021 JMA study shows smart supplement choices cut health risks by 40%, empowering you to thrive. From Evelyn's Vitamin A Wake Up to James's Magnesium Boost, these stories prove small changes bring big rewards. At Elders Wisdom, we're here to guide American seniors to vibrant lives, whether in Chicago condos or Florida homes. Subscribe, hit the bell, and share to protect loved ones. Comment VITAL and tell us, which vitamin will you rethink and how will you start this week? Your insights fuel our community, so share below. Maybe it's swapping retinol for carrots or adding vitamin D. How will you optimize your health? We read every comment, inspired by your resilience. Try one tip this week, check a label, consult a doctor, and see the impact. Thank you for joining us. Together, we're building a healthier future. What's one supplement change you'll make today to live stronger? Stay radiant, and we'll see you next time.